Hi, it's Bernadette back, and today I want to talk about the third touch point or distinction for profitable renovating. So in the first two sessions, we talked about having the right property, having the right plan. Now we're talking about the right execution or management. And there are lots of elements to this because, as you would know, a renovation is quite a complex process. But I'm going to break it down into three main areas. And the first one is managing the timing. So in terms of, knowing what your lead times are on your supplies, getting your trades scheduled and organised and on site at the right time, and having a comprehensive program to follow. So that's something that you create. It can be as simple as a Gantt chart, so that you understand the impact of each activity on the renovation. So the second area is the budget. And once again, a lot of that is governed by the trade. So trade management is critical. Having a documented system for managing trades. A lot of newbie renovators will have the trade turn up and just talk through the project. You just can't do that. You need to talk through the project, but you also need to have it documented. And in particular, you need to document the things that you've agreed on so that later down the track, when you're paying the bill, there's no argument about what they included in their quote. So that's just a small piece of managing trades and doing it proficiently so that you manage the budget. And the third thing is really managing the exit. So I'm going to talk about selling here because that's probably the opportunity for things to go wrong. And so that starts with getting the right agent. That can be quite tricky if you don't know the agent. That's why I always recommend selecting your agent when you're in the research phase, because you get to understand how they operate, how much they bullshit, whether they're being straight up with you. Probably is a rare thing to find someone that is. But then also when you get into, the presentation of the property, but there's two key things other than the agent that impact the outcome of the sale. One of them is timing, the other one is competition. So, how much competition on the market of similar properties is going to determine the level of demand for your property. So really gauging that. I've actually deferred auctions because not only did I have a lot of competition, but some of them were playing funny underquoting games, like quoting ridiculous amounts of money as their guide, and everyone thinking they're going to get that really cheap. So I delayed my auction to get that out of the way before we went to market. But the other thing is, of course, that's timing as well. So it all comes into timing, really. But the other thing is, you really want to look when you go to market, whether you've got 4 weeks, consecutive weeks, of free weekends where you can have opens, because if there's a public holiday in the middle of it, it's just going to throw it all out. And one of the key things to getting your sale price is maintaining momentum. Okay, you want to get that early in the campaign, and so the demand, there's a groundswell for your project. I know there's a lot to take in, and so we're running a Women in Renovating and Airbnb workshop next week. So if you want to learn more about renovating and Airbnb in 2023, because of course it changes from year to year, then why don't you come along and join us?